Got need some music for that walk. Doesn't get any easier, I'll tell you that. Fish are absolutely churning again. Conditions are much better, but they're churning a bit too far out for my liking. It's a bit. If they kite around to the left, it's going to be an ordeal to try and get them in. But there is some shitting just in front of me, but I might have to watch the water for 5 minutes, and if they carry on over there, I'm going to have to power back round to see if I can nick a bite over there before coming back into my original swim. So let's get a drink, take 5, because my legs are battered. So that's 2 rods out on the spots. Seeing fish show just out to my left actually. First time I've seen them come straight out. So and they're bubbling a bit further out. So these 2 are going to go into that zone. One's on an orange, one's on the brown that I've been catching off. And we'll see what colours working today. And I'll shoot him. Get us up really. I went down with a donk. Line down. Can we get some bait back there? Only fishing like 8 or 9 baits over each rod. Right, get this last rod on the rest, get me awesome fishing chair out, and just a bit of observation. Well, good morning. God, absolutely sheeting. Sorry, there's fish absolutely churning out there. Just bow waved off the top. Not got a rod too far from there either. Right. So last week I had a couple of weeks spare, and I decided I wanted a challenge to fish a different venue that I've not fished before properly, and give me something else that I could add into my angling and learn. So I decided to fish a lake called Scraley Mere on the Chigba complex. It's not really fished. I don't know a great deal about the stock that's in this venue because it seems to be kept hush. There's not much going on their Facebook page, but I knew the stamp of fish in here were insane. Big black dark things, scalies, like top of the list. And I'm not overly bothered about the size. It's I just like dark fish and old characters. So I purchased a 10-day ticket thing on their website. It cost £100, so it means I say 50 quid over the duration of the 10 trips. So I got down there on the first day, which was the Monday, and all I did basically was walk around this lake with the barra, rods on, just trying to nick a bite and learn a bit about the lake and do a lot of leading around. Soon became apparent that it is chocker with blanket weed. There's a few clear spots out there, but don't feel all the fish I've seen feeding have been right in the weed, not on the clear spots. So our new plan of attack was to whack my hellies off and go with chods. Started off with really short chods and soon learned that wasn't the way forward. I had to lengthen them a tad, and since doing that, on the Tuesday I landed 3 fish and had a hook pull. One that I've been told is one of the largest mirrors in the lake, but I'm not 1,000,000% sure, but it was an absolute banger, and I had a massive schoolboy error and I just pictured it and flopped it back when really I should have weighed it. So I've done all right last week. I had quite a few fish. I only dropped the 2 on chods, which I'll take that all day long. And I'm now on to week 2. It is the Tuesday, so I'm hoping there's another fish on the spot. yeah, fish are really active, so I'm really good expectations for the day, quite confident, and everything I'm doing is right because I've been landing quite a few fish from here. So hopefully today will be as productive as the following few days that I've been on here, and fingers crossed I can land a few more good scaly carp. Right, so let's recap back to last week. I didn't have any plans of filming the first week. It was only that I was having a good hit on here, and a friend of mine, Mark Potterton, has just started a YouTube channel called Bank Tramp Productions, and I felt like I could try and add to his channel and give him like an in-session piece on how I've learnt this water and how I've dealt with it and how I've caught the carp. So I've got a little bit of footage from last week, a couple of bits are on my phone because I didn't have a filming card for this camera, so the footage is alright, but it's off a phone, so it's not going to be of quality the same as this. One of the fish was 29 pound 2 ounce common, which I did think at the time was the biggest one in here, but little did I learn it's not, and neither does the bailiff. And a couple other fish as well. Got a few clips here and there on the camera to try and tie it all in, so sit back and this is what happened last week. Well, I've just turned up for another day's angling. The fish are absolutely sheeting up out there already, so I'm not going to mess about. Let's get the rod sorted, get them out on the spots, and it's looking very good for that margin spot today. Hopefully I can nail a few more fish. Well, I'm going to have to apologise for this bit of footage, as my camera decided it doesn't want to film today, so I'm having to do this off the phone. But I had to film this one. I believe it's the biggest common in the lake, normally around the 30 pound mark. She's gone 29.2, absolutely blown away by this common. Never thought my second day in that I'd now, not only the big mirror yesterday, but I've now got the big common in the net as well. So let's hope she behaves. I've done the snaps already. So, hey. God, it's been a while since I've held a fish this big. There we go. God, look at that. 29.2 of absolute mint common. Just goes to show, first day I was here, rods are barely in the water. I was walking around all day, just trying to locate them fish, find their patterns. Found out where that's coming in and out of a little channel. I've snared her. Happy days. Right, let's get her back. I'm not as strong as I used to be. Right. Let's see her slip back nice and safe. Thank you for visiting me. See if you point the right way, love. That's it, point that way. Cool. Well, I'm on the phone again, which only means one thing. I've got another carp. Little spot I found doing the do. And this comment is the next victim. Oh, it's doing my back in already. There we go. About 20 pound I'd say. I'm going to weigh him in a minute. Happy days. Let's get this fella back, get the rod back out on the spot. I've got every chance of nailing another one. Back you go. So it's done. Is it focused on me? Well, I've got the camera working this time. Good friend brought a card down for me, and I've gone and nailed another one at 22.4, I believe. And there she is. Another banging chugable carp. But there's people walking around, so I want to quickly slip this one back before they know I'm doing good. And hopefully get a few more. Time to quickly redo a couple of the rods. Activity died right off this morning. I think that's due just to being bright sunshine, and I think this fish is much better with overcast conditions. So in about an hour's time we're meant to have some rainfall come in. Wind's meant to drop off a little bit. It's meant to be much better conditions to fish, so I'll get the rods ready and in position before that weather comes in. But for now I've got to pick off all this blanket weed which is stuck to everything. And change milk baits. I'm going to go out with just one of the rods with a fluoro, just to see if I can nick a quick bite before that comes in. And then if not, I'll switch it back over to the baits I've been catching on. Swish. Right, so the second rod's in, and this is all the loveliness that I'm having to pick off every time. But obviously inside all this out there, it's going to be naturals galore. So it only takes a couple of seconds to pick it off. And then fresh bait and back out on the spot. Right, so while I've got the rod out of the water and then rig in my hand, I'll quickly show you how I've set it up. I'm not going to go into any great detail on how I've done it. They've been out for many years. A lot of people know how to use them, but if you don't know how to use them and you're unsure on how to set them up, tie your chods, the YouTube is the place for you. You can learn anything on YouTube these days. I can assure you there's many tutorials on there regarding trod rig fishing. So I've got about a metre's worth of leadless leader, little 2-ounce lead. Try and go the lightest lead you can get away with, because you're fishing in weed at the end of the day and you don't want a big old lead smashing straight through the weed. I'm choosing not to drop my leads. Simple fact is the weed's not horrendous out there, it's just blanket weed, so once it's up off the blanket weed it's all hunky-dory. Got me top bead on my bottom bead, probably about 3 inches away from the lead. My trod rig itself and the bead's more or less 2 inches from the top, just like that movement, so when it flies back that'll plummet into the weed, that'll slowly sink down. I've balanced the old hook bait out so it will sink down nice and slowly. And then on the actual trod rig, a lot of people use little rings, tie their baits on, or they floss their baits on. tend to use a bait screw. The plastic one, they're nice and light. As long as you've got a nice buoyant pop up and you can control the buoyancy and how slow you sink in, then it's happy days. I've had no problems with it. I've nailed fish, so it's all good. So what I'm going to do now is going to put a fresh hook bait on, make sure it's a nice glugged one, get back out on the spot, wait for this weather to come in, and fingers crossed I'll actually nail one today before I've got to go home. As I've got to cut my session short early today because the missus taking me to old Toby Carvery. Happy days, I'm not missing that. I've not had one of them for years. Actually months, that's a lie. But either way I'm looking forward to it and I can't wait to stuff my face. Right, well, I've just redone the two open water rods. Getting a bourbon stuck in my throat there. Start that again. I've just redone the two open water rods. I've got about 40 minutes left of the session, as today I've got to cut it short. Since the weather blew over and had a little bit of rain, there has been some fizzes. So I've gone with an orange and a yellow this time, instead of the neutral colours I've been using. As I've not really been showing massive signs of sheeting and feeding like that been over the last couple of sessions. Just been the odd little patch here and there. So I don't think they're on the munch as much as they have been in previous sessions. So with the fluoro colours, hopefully I can nick one of their attention and hopefully nail one in the next 40 minutes. But if I don't, I'll be back down here tomorrow morning, try and get down a tad earlier if I can, as I think I'm missing the main morning bite time. And obviously the only rod I've been having them off that margin rod, and that leads into an out of bounds area, so I'm just picking them off as they're going in and out. But I would really like to try and catch one out in the open, so that's tomorrow's objective. I'm going to make sure they're bang on, get everything perfect, get them on fish, trickle a little bit of bait in, not too much, and fingers crossed tomorrow I'll have a much more productive session than today. Right, I'm just getting all the kit sorted now. Just tilt the camera up a bit. Right, well, I'm just getting all the kit sorted now. I've got about 10 minutes before I've got to load the barrow and be off back to the car, and it's a long old walk. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but there's a bit of a storm rolling in. The wind's picked up, a bit of drizzle earlier, but that looks like it's going to absolutely monsoon down. And the last thing I want walking back to the car is to be absolutely pissed wet through, so excuse me. So I'm going to get everything loaded on the barrow now, get out of here, and then get back down here first thing in the morning, and fingers crossed the conditions are much better than today, and hopefully a few carp on the bank. God, I literally just flipped the camera around to do the old time lapse of leaving. Huge bolt of lightning and thunder just over there, so I haven't got long to get packed up, so let's get this done quickly and get out of here. Before we say it, I know, sickest fishing chair in the world. It even has a little drink holder.
Told you it'd be that rod, didn't I? Big cheer for the camera. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check.
Well, I've been here a good few hours this morning. Thought I'd have had one early doors. It's taking that bit longer, but yet again, another immaculate common. It's got a lot of depth to it, so we'll weigh this one up after. It's my 6th fish from the venue. It's got a bit of heaviness, and there she is. Another uncooperative common. It's got a really funky mouth to it. Some pictures of that. There she is. No idea how much she weighs yet, but it's definitely 20. Oh, I think I'm in. Hold out that. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the thing. I'm not sure. No, it's gone. So we're back. Margin rod again. Let's have another quick look. There we go, another quick look. Chods are doing it again. I'll show you exactly how I'm approaching this water in a bit more detail in a bit. But for now, let's get some pictures of this one, slip her back, and I've got a good chance of another one today. Happy days. Lush. Nice mirror as well. She's gone in. Woo. You're a ladybird. Be free, my friend. Yeah. Don't want to flick it. Hey, go on there. he's all good. Well, I've just had another one from the snags. It's been sat in the net for a while because it absolutely monsooned down, so it might be a bit lively. This time it's a mirror, and they're rare in here. They're rare on the whole complex, to be fair. But my mate Charlie was talking about this one the other day. I've just gone and had it. Slightly deformed, but must have broke its back when it was all born like it. But there it is. Probably can't tell in the picture. Nice little one. Oh, the gill plate as well is all weird. Cool little character though. Don't mind catching ones like these. But it's been in the net a while, so just get her back. Get the rods back out on the spots after that rainstorm. And fingers crossed we'll nick another one before we have to leave. Happy days. Come check this gill plate, man. It's well weird. Look at that.
Oh my.
Spawning spots as well. It's milking, look at that, milking as well. Gonna film that bit.
Nice.
Right, just wait to film these couple of bits I wanna do. You can still see, can't you? Right, it is on the death. I don't think that's focused very well, but I'm trying to hold the camera. And we've got minutes to go home. And I've only just gone and landed another one. And how big are you saying, Danny?
It's got to be upper 20s.
Has he got a mark on it? Because one looked like the other day, it was 30. That looks huge.
That's possibly 30. Possibly.
Boy's gone and done it again. Yes. Oh, the weed was savage. I laid all up my line. Struggled. But we saw a few ripples, saw a huge sheeting bit, and it absolutely ripped off. Just gonna have a quick look at the fish, and I think this could be the one my mate had, which was a 30 pounder. But see you in a minute. Well, we're all packed up now, and spoke to the bailiff / owner earlier about what stock was in the lake, and she said the biggest fish in there was 31 pound, and it was the one I had just slightly under. Well, this fish must be a mystery then, because this one's gone 37 pound, and my new PB common, which I'm absolutely blown away by. That PB stood since 2008 from Aquatels, and to finally break the duck is can't put it into words. And this fish is out of hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it up, get it on the mat, get some stills, bit of film, and then put her back and keep it shh, because I think there's still more fish near to be had. Let's get her up on the mat. She is fat. Well, I can't believe my luck. Only an hour ago, we only thought the biggest in here was 31. And then this pops up. Oh, easy girl. God. And there she is. Absolute banging 37 pound common. I don't think she gets caught that much because she is absolutely mint. And she gave me a scrap and a half. Completely different to any of the fish I've had in here. And me saying earlier that I thought I had the biggest one at 29.2, this is the biggest one. Happy days. Let's get some snaps done and get the old girl back. Absolutely buzzing. Cool, now my back's going. Oh. Whew. Yeah. Alright, let's take another look at her before I put her back. Deep in this net. There you are. Where's your head? There. No, my luck, she's going to bolt. Please be nice. One last look at her before I put her back. Very easy girl. Biggest carp I've caught in a very long time. Come on, big girl. Gonna make someone else very happy. A whip of her. Get in, and my net is sunk to the bottom. Joking.
No, you haven't.
There it is. Well, I'm back down bright and early. This is my last ticket of the 10 tickets that I bought off their website. So I'm hoping that I can say something that I can think of. Why is it so hard to make your brain work in the morning? Right, well, I'm back down bright and early again for my final ticket of the 10 tickets that I bought. It's like eerily quiet. All I can hear is the wildlife chirping off. Not seen any carp as of yet. But I'll give it a few hours in there and just watch the water like a hawk. And it would be beautiful if I had one early doors and took the pressure off on my last day, or my last ticket. Doesn't mean I won't come back here. Of course I'm going to come back. Carp are out of hand, and there's probably still plenty of carp in there I'd like to catch. But for the purpose of this little in-session piece, it'll be beautiful to sign off with a fish. Well, just a little update to the camera. I've got about 2 hours left of the session and not much has happened. The lake's been completely devoid of any activity, so I've not been able to see anything to go on. But about an hour ago the wind picked up like forecasted and it's absolutely smashing into my my margin rod, so pretty confident the fish will push in there and it should do me a bite. But my luck is still running very, very high, because about 10 minutes ago my right hand rod pulled up tight. Rod's whipped round, leant into it, and immediately started walking back, because the last thing I wanted was it kiting around the island. So when I got it into safe water where I knew I could control it, walked straight back into the swim, dogged fight under the tip, tried dooming the snag down to my left, but eventually she slipped over the net cord and it looks like a really nice dark 20-pound common. So it's just a perfect way to sign off really. I'm really happy. Just couldn't have dreamed of my 8-day session here of going that well and been able to bank all the big uns bar one of them, which one of my pals banked, called Black Spot, an absolute banger. I loved that one as well, but you can't be greedy. I'm more than happy with what I've caught, so I'm going to get everything sorted, get the fish out, get the pictures done, a bit of filming, give her a quick weigh, because the mirror that I didn't film or weigh was actually a fish called Moonscale, and that is the biggest mirror in the lake. It normally goes around the 25-26 pound mark, so it was in the rough sort of estimate I give it. So let's get this fish out and have a look. Fucking nearly got out again. Well, here she is, another nice common from the complex. I've well and truly got my money's worth on these day trips. To have the lake record and the big mirror, I couldn't have asked for much more. So happy days, let's get her back and let's go home.